Breaking news, GTA fans, the latest GTA Online DLC might have just leaked the GTA 6 map. Check out this new office, there's an outline that looks suspiciously like the GTA 6 map. If this is real, it looks even larger than we thought, potentially the biggest GTA map ever. Some fans are comparing this texture to San Andreas map, noting some similarities but also key differences. Could this be a hint at the sprawling new world we will get to explore in GTA 6? Stay tuned for more updates on GTA 6 news and leaks. Subscribe if you want me to give away multiple GTA 6 copies on the release date. Thank you and let's go. So here we are starting off with, this is the new office from the new GTA Online DLC, and you can see an outline that kind of looks like the GTA 6 map, but what we can see here, the map looks even larger than we thought. And if this one is real, then this is the biggest GTA map ever, and I'm so excited about it. Next up is, well, again, this post. So someone was scanning the new office and found this, valid or shizo. Let's discuss what other people see. This post is infinitely more entertaining than the shitty post like things I like to see in GTA or analyzing this frame from the trailer for the 20th time. When it comes to texture, it kinda looks like San Andreas map, but with some bits missing, though it kinda looks like this and maybe other concept maps too. It's literally a stain on a wall. It actually is, but if any Rockstar fan can agree on one thing, it's that they always put something in their games, media posts, etc. The 5i1 road, the helicopter, the picture of the house, the poster, and the 6 artwork. It's their strategy to make their fans go crazy, and they know it works. Some of them could be here right now looking at our comments. This one might not be the one of them, but Rockstar knows what they are doing and it's effective. Nobody could have laid it out any better, W. Yeah, and here we agree with an upload, even though I'm one of the who keeps frame Fridays going LOL, not the most interesting post, but a tradition that keeps some people going, and it's never the same frame twice. Related to the post, San Andreas is also the first thing it reminded me of somehow. Maybe it's this square-ish shape. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually is a thing, but now Rockstar may hide things anywhere just to keep the speculation and talk coming. It's free marketing to some degree. So next up we go is closing options better be loaded in this game. I'm tired of Rockstar always holding on to all the good closing stuff for their online modes. Lucia and Jason should be a blank canvas in which we are allowed to dress and style how we want without being limited to a very few amount of closing options. Plus, these characters seem like a great fit for a diverse range of styles. They're both young and don't seem to lean too far into a certain category of people. What I mean by that is Michael was a middle-aged rich guy, so obviously his wardrobe is going to be filled with your dad country club looking outfits. Franklin was from the hood, so he had his streetwear. And Trevor was a crazy hick, so obviously he's gonna have ripped up anti-utility pants and bloodstained tank tops in his wardrobe. Obviously, we don't know much about these characters and their backgrounds, but from what we've seen, I think right now would be the best time to give us players the creative liberty we all desire, and not just for our online characters, but the story characters as well. Next up we go. What characters do you hope make an appearance in the GTA 6? So these here are my personal picks. I understand that Vice City characters are in a different universe, but what gives me hope that they make an appearance is that Fernando is actually on the radio stations for both Vice City and GTA 5, and Amy has her name on one of those stars on the Walk of Fame in GTA 5. Humberto is the questionable one, but I still hope he makes an appearance. What are your thoughts on this one? So here we could see basically some of them. Amy, then we got Fernando Martinez, Humberto Rubina, Roman Bellic, Little Jacob, Luis Lopez, Michael DeSantos, Trevor Phillips, Marnie Allen, Lamar Davis, and Vincent as well. Little Jacob for sure, best character in GTA 4. And there are some talks on the Reddit as well, but I want to see your suggestions for what characters you want to see in GTA 6 reappear from older games. An early look at GTA 6's vehicle. I think it's obvious by now that the new cars that Rockstar keeps bringing to GTA Online in its updates are backported from the next game, but have you noticed the new Niobe? It not only comes with a super detailed interior, new chimes, a new engine sound, but also you can see how small details on the exterior, such as the engine bay and wipers, are far more detailed than your usual cars. What has struck me is how I like the new GTA cars are to their IRL counterparts. The Niobe looks just like an i8, the new Coquette looks just like a 56 Corvette, aside from some stamping on the door that's different. Same goes with the new Impalers and the new Dominator. It seems Rockstar are no longer afraid of being sued, probably because car makers have realized it's free advertising. Haven't GTA cars always been like since the start? Just to give some examples with pretty old cars that resemble a lot their real-life counterparts. Weka Lamborghini Gallardo, T20 McLaren P1, Monroe Lamborghini Miura, Penumbra Mitsubishi Eclipse, Ballista Volkswagen Scirocco, GB700 Aston Martin DB4, Mamba Shelby Cobra 427. And the list goes on and on. This is nothing new. They copy the real car but modify some small things here and there. Formula has been used since the start of it, and this one is true. The new GTA 5 update could be testing mechanics for GTA 6 roleplaying. The new GTA Online update added a bounty hunting business and dispatch missions in police vehicles. So here we could see players that own a law enforcement personal vehicle can access the new range of free mode dispatch work provided by Vincent. While driving an owned law enforcement personal vehicle in free mode, players can request dispatch work from Vincent directly or wait until Vincent contacts them. Players can find applicable law enforcement vehicles on Warstock, Cash, and Carry. Dispatch work cannot be accessed when part of an organization or motorcycle club. For me, GTA 6 is the only game for now that deserves the an actually quadruple A title. You'll all remember the joke about Skull and Bones being a quadruple A game. That game could never be named this, considering how average its quality is. On the other hand, Rockstar Games managed to make the only game besides Red Dead 2 plausible to be quadruple A game. A good game has 300 people work on it for 5 years, but Rockstar managed to make Red Dead 2 with 2,000 people over 5 years, and here comes GTA 6 with even more years of development and developers, and if that thing isn't quadruple A, then I don't know what is it. Next up, concerns. Can anybody explain to me why in 4 and 5 some features and mechanics and such that were in San Andreas were cut? Like in 4, you couldn't go underwater, you couldn't give Nico haircuts and styles or tattoos, you couldn't fly airplanes, you couldn't mod cars, etc. In 5, you couldn't crouch, the ability to give the protagonist haircuts, styles and tattoos returned but were lacking and left a lot to be desired, and then there were the lack of interiors. The interiors that were in the game for the most part were just copy and pasted all over the map. Every ammunition looks the same, as do the tattoo parlors, but with a different man behind the counter. You would think that since 4 and 5 were PS3 games, they would have been able to do a lot more than PS2 game. But then again, I know fuck all about game development, so maybe it wasn't so simple. I'm just hoping that since the GT series keep the generation, the immersion in 6 will be San Andreas-like, and I'm aware that this is the sentiment that gets echoed a lot, and maybe I'm looking back at San Andreas with rose-tinted glasses, but I really don't want to get a strong sense that there's something missing when I play the game. If I remember correctly, the leaks show that the food items were in the protagonist's inventory, which might mean we can go into restaurants and purchase food again, and we saw Jason's physique change in different clips from him, and I believe that in a nightclub we saw him with blonde hair, which might mean customization will be more through this time around, and a lot of world events were revealed too. One of my biggest concerns is that the map will be like 5 in the sense there will be a lot to see but not a lot to do. But maybe it's good that I'm feeling skeptical and worried, because I will likely have my mind completely blown by launch. And that's all of us. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.